So then Chidima, that long time back, I met with her, and then just examining for a while, and then just find it out that the Rintin Kunsang Sharap's sister, known as Akun Lamu, and that's as a just incarnation.
Akan Lamos Gongong Shara Jidansinde Begum Bajipangon
So that Agun Lama is the sister of Rintin Kunsa Sherab. Near the Pale Monastery, that in front there is a nunnery, and then a place called Tongmar, which means kind of red belly, which that there were a whole bunch of nuns. So she used to give teachings there, and that many of that they wear robes. So in that way, it is called Tongmar, the red belly.
the
So that lots of nuns who were wearing these red robes, and in that way it is kind of filled that small belly. So that is why it is called Tongmar. So from that onward, not depending upon just large or small number, but somehow there are always some nunnery. Even these days, that place is still existing, about 200 nuns. KPC. Then also that she's been recognized by me, and then at KBC that a long time back also did some sort of enthronement. So before I met with her, that she has been kind of have a sense of generating the teaching on generating bodhicitta. So among her just disciples, that about two or three, just every time, day and night, just try to meditate on bodhicitta. And then she's also getting our on that dharma activity in accordance with the other the activities. So as I just named her, and in that way, then in America there are also lots of other peoples who have kind of just jealousy, and then all sorts of problems. And that is just being having that kind of jealousy that doesn't just harm to her. Maybe just it is harming for oneself. And also just many people also just try to kind of explain, say something to me. So even though people ask me many questions, but just because of that, I don't have to humiliate myself, because I'm a just a pale throne holder, and I have my own rights. What need to recognize, and of course I cannot tell lie, but what I need to do, I will just do it. And then most of the other Nima schools also, they just believe me, whatever I say. And then especially all the Pale traditions or Pale monastery, of course, they just believe me 100%. So the Payul monastery is not just only one; it is like a hundreds and thousands, and in all those monasteries have like 100 monks and 1,000 monks, and then to all of them, whatever just I comment, mostly, of course, they will respect that. That there is nobody who says, "Oh, this is right" or "this is not." But in America, just because of jealousy, then some people that explain certain things, but there is no any meaning. In generally, that American, just country is kind of somehow strange. And sometimes they say that, well, in your tradition, that mostly are male teacher, and then doesn't have any kind of female teachers. And then sometimes like Chizuma just appointed and then just kept in that way. Then again they just do jealousy and say something else. So as we just obtain all this as a human being, of course it is possible that could make any kind of mistakes. Of course, there is no one like who just sits there like a enlightened Buddha. So just only that one don't understand or little bit of mistake of just doing something else, and then started just complaining. So Chitama is a good and perfect teacher. That she is. I don't think she is that deceiving anybody. And within the Chizima's student, there are a whole bunch of monks and nuns. And those all are just disciplined by herself. And someone who could do like that, then in America, among the just women, there is nobody else. So anyhow, she is just good and special. So everybody just it is good to know, and she's also one of the Payul Tugus. Now just but these days getting older, and then she have all sorts of sickness. So then for her longevity of life, we are doing this Gana Chakra Puja. Even not just Chetima, that in America there are many other females who are just some like incarnated ones. And also among the males. But the problem is, as a nature of American, that they have so much pride. And then that the pride or ego is just so much developing with those name, and then at the end it is difficult to benefit. So as a practitioner and as a kind of family of bodhisattva, then naturally one should be very humble and peaceful and kind of loyal in the practice. That developing the pride, it doesn't really help anybody. So when it is said, "Oh, you are just good" or something is special, then that much, their pride or ego just kind of, develops. If that happens, then it is kind of like more harmful than just benefiting. So those who are in a way kind of just as a noble kind of being, and then upon that receiving all this teaching and doing the dharma practice, and that way just can benefit other beings. Otherwise, that just thinking that, oh, I'm something very special, and like having a horn on the head and just walking around, doesn't help anything. But anyhow, we are just today doing this Gana Chakra Puja for the longevity of her life.
Thank you. Charon, the